gals, Nary here from Drake Wayne Gaming, and something me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Heroes Advent Ray's Path. So let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Alright, Cassian has just woken up. Huh? Groggily, you got up from the ground, as if you just woke up from another dream you had. And instead of your room, surrounding you was the same old void once again. Here again? You rubbed your head, then temples, almost expecting things to suddenly take a bad turn. Like maybe the eerie stone corridor would reveal itself out of thin air, sicking the shadowed figure to hound you for the rest of your time here. But wait, as you may, nothing really happened for a long time. Instead, you just stood there, awkwardly thinking back to the things that went on from the day before. Wasn't I with Ray? What was I doing with him? I can't seem to remember somehow. Weird. I don't know why it feels like I haven't spoken to them in a while already. For some reason, you felt a presence among your peripherals. They were pacing back and forth within the void, as if lost or unsure where or what they should be doing at the time. Hello? You sounded off, feeling the figure eyeing you as you approached. Before you knew it, the void had already transformed into what looked like the Sky Garden. Ray? And unmistakably, the dragon was there also. He was still tending to a red plant in the middle of the shrubs. You couldn't really tell what exactly he was doing, but he did greet you with a really warm smile, which made you rather happy. Still, something felt amiss to you. The garden was a lot messier than how you remembered it from the times Ray took you there. Aside from the usual gardening tools scattering about, there were also just so many personal belongings stacked on top of the benches. The vegetation were also denser than normal, like they were allowed to grow unchecked. It was as if the dragon had been living there on his own for quite a while now. Ray, what are you... Hey, give me a moment, would you? Okay. Thanks. There we go. What do you think, hon? Huh? He seemed to be pruning some kind of plant rather meticulously, which for some reason looked just the same as before to you. You were unsure how to point that out to the dragon, but it seemed the realization had already hit him. Oh, I guess I need to start over. Hey, yes? What are you doing here, really? What am I doing here? Why, I'm just tending to the garden, as you can see. You're the one that showed up all of a sudden. I guess I did happen to come here by chance. It's fine. If anything, I'm really happy to see you here again. I haven't seen you around for a long time, you know? Huh? But I thought we still meet frequently. I guess you ain't wrong. We still speak to each other. But it's just not the same, you know? What do you mean? Let's not kid ourselves, yeah? You know what I mean. I miss you a lot, but I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Huh? Why not? Take it now. Water time. I mean, I'm still here now, aren't I? Yeah. Well, ain't that just dandy? Why the long face, Ray? He's a dragon. Of course he has a long face. Huh? Now that's a first. You're the last person I expect to call me that. Alex didn't just bully you into saying my name correctly, did he? I guess? That really sounds like you, all right. Well, I don't know. With a long sigh, the dragon placed the watering can to his feet as he stared vacantly into the red plant before him. Taking a closer look, it seemed to be the power fate tree he showed you before. It was pretty much the same as before, small, almost unnoticeable, if not for the color of its leaves. It felt to you that this plant just refused to grow, no matter how much effort and care Ray put into it. I gotta be real with you. How are you even here? Of all places, especially during this time. I was always alone with my thoughts. It's pretty somber, sure, but it was peaceful. As he said that last, Ray stepped away from the tree towards the entrance. You decided to follow him. Somehow, right outside the garden doorway was the beach itself. It was already late in the night. Ray had already sat down on the sand, eyeing longingly into the ocean, its quiet waves illuminated by the faint moonlight, which somehow looked rather murky, but you were more concerned about the dragon himself. Without a word, you sat down next to him, as you both remained silent until he finally spoke up again. It took years for me to feel okay with being alone. These days I was finally feeling it, like I could have another chance at love. Then you came around again. Seeing me makes you feel that bad? Of course not that bad. That's why I still wanted to speak with you when we met again. But... It's complicated, yeah? Sure, being with you is always a treat and all, but it brings back all these conflicting feelings. You know? I thought I'd already moved on, but to be honest, I don't know. And the closer I am to you, the more I just kept thinking about how things were for us back then. Just, can't help it, I guess. Wait, back then? Of course, you know what I mean. No, I don't think I do, Ray. Huh, well, there you go, calling me that again. You sound really out of it today, hon. What do you mean by that? I know you can be a little dense sometimes, but come on, this ain't like you at all. Or did you eat something rancid today, you silly bear? But bear? That's what you are, right? My silly little cuddly Dima. Dima? Isn't that Cody's old name? Oh, I think I see what's going on here. Still, what's gotten into him? You know, things might not be the same between us anymore, but you'll always be my snuggle bear. Always. I tried to find others to replace the void you left in my heart, but no matter how many flings or romps I've gotten into, I just can't seem to get you off my mind, hun. If only I could turn back time. Go back to how things were between us. When things were so much simpler back in the days. The dragon went silent as his eyes trailed off into the distance again. It would seem that Ray believes you're Cody. This feels wrong. Play along? That's a fucking good question. Do you play along? One second now. This seems incredibly weird. No. Definitely not. I shouldn't be lying to him. Not like this. Ray? I gotta be real here. I'm not Cody, or a Dima, I guess. Oh, sure you're not, but that logic ain't a dragon either. No, I'm serious. Look at me. Do I look like a bear to you? Huh? Oh, I see what you're trying to do. Finally. If you wanted me to admire your body, you could have just told me that from the start. What? I told you, I'm not him. I'm Cassian. Hey now, no need to get loud, yeah? Sheesh, what's gotten into you? Haven't seen you so loud and vocal about something. Unless you ate something bad this morning. Did you, Dima? I'm not getting through to him. Do I even bother? Bother? Nah, you ain't bothering nobody, hon. It's fine. Sure, whatever you say. Oh, speaking of which, that new guy, Cassian. Huh? What about him? Guess you could say I've been meeting with him these days. Oh yeah? Think he's a good fit for you? Probably should give him a try then. Well, maybe? I just haven't really gotten the green light yet, if you know what I mean. What do you mean? Just saying that our relationship is a tad bit weird. Not too close, but not too far. I don't know. If you ask me, Dima, I'd say I'm not really keen on hitting on him either. But why not? You're single now, right? Why not find yourself a new partner now? The dragon seemed very taken aback by what you suggested. Huh? Did I say something wrong? Nah, but don't give me that, Dima, especially not now. Not when I'm still thinking about you a lot. They say time heals all wounds, but it's just hard to move on from your first love, you know? I've dated countless guys and girls just to forget about you, and most of them have been really nice, but I just can't. Everything I do with them, I just kept thinking back to you the whole time. It's at that point where every food I ate reminded me of your cooking. Every book I read made me think of you. At every waking moment, I long for your touch, Dima. I'm sorry, Rai. I didn't know that's how you felt about me the whole time. Now you know. Ray, Please, just leave me alone for now. The dragon said weakly as he looked away from you, digging his head in between his arms. You couldn't help but feel bad for him. After a moment, you decided to stand up and leave. I don't want to be here anymore. The further you walked away from Ray, the view of the beach seemed to fade in color, before phasing out of existence entirely. Soon after, you felt a strong gust of wind pushing you forward into the void, taking you by surprise as you were swept off your feet. Whoa! As you were about to land face first into the ground, you forced your eyes open as you shot up in the bed. There you go. Curious is what happens if you play along. It took you a moment to realize you were at Finn's beach hut. Huh? So that was a dream? I mean, I kind of had an inkling, but still. With a sigh, you instinctively looked to the nightstand, only to realize there was no clock there. Oh, Thankfully, you spotted a wall-mounted one on the far side of the room. It was shaped rather peculiarly, almost like an analog clock, but with crystal hands instead. It took you a moment, but you vaguely guessed that it was nearing 6 in the morning, judging by how the sun hasn't risen yet. You glanced to your side, where the dragon was still fast asleep, mumbling something incomprehensible. Hey, Ray, come on, time to... Ah! You shook his shoulders to wake him up, only to be pulled into a cuddle instead. But Ray, wake up! We gotta head back for the training! Just 5 more minutes, yeah? But we're gonna be late! Shh, just let me have this, Cassian. Here. He pulled you closer into the embrace. Fine, just a few minutes, alright? There we go. With another sigh, you decided to surrender into his cuddle as you rested your head on his arm. You tried to keep your eyes open and counted down a few minutes, but it was so warm and cozy you couldn't help but doze off by the end of it. What? Good morning, Cassian. Morning, Ray. That was nice. But weren't we supposed to do something? Oh no, we're gonna be late! Ah, shit, let's get going. You rushed to the bathroom in the hut to do your morning routine while Ray got dressed properly. Afterwards, Ray treated you to some breakfast from a hawker stand along the way as you ate on the go. Eventually, you arrived at the Guildfield, where the others were already waiting. Oh, finally, there you are. Morning, guys. You sure took your time getting here. It's been about half an hour past our supposed schedule. Yeah, sorry about that, Al. Sorry to have kept you guys waiting as well. Sorry, guys. Oh, so, where have you been? I don't know who that is, and I'm not answering you. Okay. We were at the beach. You were staying at the beach? Yeah, at Fenn's hut. Spent the night there. You and Cassian, huh? So, why did you come back so late? Probably because they were busy making love with each other. Yeah, well... Ray? Yeah? You, didn't do anything to me while I was sleeping, did you? Huh? Rye? What? No, of course not, Cassian. Well, you two did share the same bed, right? I mean, yeah, but Finn's only got one bed in his main bedroom anyway. Guys, come on, what do you take me for? A pervert. What else? I mean, he is kind of a perv, but... Damn it. Well, we know Rye teases people a lot, but it doesn't sound like him to force himself onto others. Yeah, what Cody said. Huh, is that so? Well, with that coming from Cody, I guess I could give you guys the benefit of the doubt. Which probably doesn't matter that much. What you guys do shouldn't be our concern either way. Sure, but not when it cuts into our schedule like this, then it becomes concerning, right? Yeah, sorry guys, promise it won't happen again. Whatever, let's just get this over with. Alright, let's start with our warm-up routine, shall we? Warm-up routine? Yep, aside from Cassian, does any of you remember it? 5 laps around the building, then after each lap, 1 set of push-ups, sit-ups, and jumping jacks, 15 each with 15 minutes of planking at the end. Oh, so you do remember it, Alex. Nice. What? That's a lot just for a warm-up. Exactly. Do we really have to, Max? I'm afraid it's mandatory, even more so when we haven't exercised together for a long time now. I don't know if I can keep up with you guys. Relax, Cody. You too, Alex. It'll be fine. This is a relatively light routine in the grand scheme of things. Exactly. Rye gets it. It's good to start you guys out with the lighter stuff. Fine. Let's just get this over with. That's the spirit. Well, you know the drill. Leave your gear on the side so we can start the first lap. Go, go, go! Jeez, okay. And so begins your warm-up exercise with the others, which definitely felt like an intense workout more than just a warm-up exercise. But maybe the distinction is blurred in Max's mind. You were barely on the second lap and your limbs were already burning, your calves aching with each step forward. You glanced to your side to find Alex and Cody still keeping up quite decently, while Max and Ray were already far ahead. Looks like I'm the only one who's really out of shape here. You decided to slow down into a jog to catch your breath, letting the others take the lead for the time being. Hanging in there, Cassian? After some time, Max seemed to have caught up with you on his next lap, as he slowed down to chat with you. Yeah, I still have another lap to go. That's fine. You may take it slow, Cassian. Maybe do 1 less per set, but remember to never stop moving forward. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank y'all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silver, and thank you going above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you to our gold tier patron, Trezum Guy. You're awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to our ultimate tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our not safe for work contents as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!